on the most elegant, most beautiful, the mother of Fourah Bay College. Yes, and it's always said by the ADVC 1, the mother of Fourah Bay College. We want to call on the ADVC 2 of Fourah Bay College, Mrs. Elizabeth Kamara. Thank you. You want to take the stage? You need to take the stage. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Our guest of honor, Her Excellency, the First Lady, Dr. Fatima Maada Bio, esteemed Chancellor, PC Dr. Margaret Bio, honored Vice Chancellor, Professor A. Levy, renowned DVC FBC, Professor Andrew Bayo, the Finance Director, USL, Dr. Abukai Kamara, the Deputy Registrars, Mr. Brahimaba and Mr. I.A. Conte, Deans, Directors, HODs, faculty and staff of FBC and USL, the organizers, SLPP students, FBC chapter, distinguished guests and students, good afternoon. It is an honor and a privilege to welcome you to Fourah Bay College, the citadel of learning, on behalf of the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, and DVC, and the USL and FBC administrations. Such opportunities do not come every day. We are aware that the First Lady has a lot of events to attend, that she has chosen to come to FBC on the eve of our bicentennial celebrations underscores that FBC has a special place in her heart. Your Excellency, we are especially honored by your presence, and we believe that this public lecture will be fruitful, life-giving, and will leave an indelible mark on the minds and lives of all those present here. Your legacy will live on, even after we would have gone to the undiscovered country. We sincerely appreciate your support. We do not take it lightly and hope that you will join us as we march relentlessly into our bicentenary year. We value your support for girls and humanity. Our esteemed guest of honor, revered Chancellor, illustrious VC, DVC, Finance Director, Deans, Directors, HODs, faculty and staff of FBC and USL, the organizers, SLPP, students, FBC chapter, distinguished guests and students, you are warmly welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The ADVC 2 of Fourah Bay College. Madam First Lady, allow me to walk in your presence and take my seat. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to continue this program, and I may appear today as my brother Tonia Musa will call himself the Vuvuzela of the University of Sierra Leone. Today, Tonia, you have seen another Vuvuzela. we want to have our chairperson, and therefore we want to call Safia Fofana to introduce the chairperson of this occasion.
A chairman is not just a name on a program. Chairman is considered to be the keeper and the shaker of a program. Your Excellency, the Chancellor of the University of Sierra Leone, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Deans, dear distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I stand with a cockle of my heart to introduce a man whose grammar paints the skies. Ladies and gentlemen, today, the chairman for this occasion is a humble man who started his formative life in Kenema, Eastern Sierra Leone. Attended the Ahmadiyya Secondary School and Holy Trinity Secondary School. The chairman for this occasion today, Your Excellency, holds severe honors in political science from Fourah Bay College, University of Sierra Leone, and an LLB honors in the same university, and of course a Bachelor at Law from the Sierra Leone Law School, and is a recipient awaiting for LLM. As a student leader, he has occupied prominent position. He has served as the National Public Relations Officer and Public Secretary General for the Trinity All Boys Association, popularly known as TOBA. He has taught in several schools and has acted as principal of the CIA Secondary School in Kenema from 2012 to 2013. He is not just a student or a leader. He is one who has stepped on the footprint of Fourah Bay College, where he served as the first Chief Minister of Fourah Bay College to the Kenyan government. The chairman, also as a former advisor of the Sierra Leone People's Party Fourah Bay College chapter, left an indispensable record. He played a critical yet significant role in training of party agents and campaigns in the 2018 election. He has also represented the National Publicity Secretary across different media houses in 2022 to 2023. Currently, he serves as the Director of Policy, Legal and Strategic Development, Office of the Chief Medical Examiner at the Ministry of Internal Affairs. It is quite a subtle responsibility to introduce the chairman for today's occasion. But I tell you that the chairman is also a legal practitioner. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before the books of the blood of the strangers were written, before better grammar itself was written, he is a chairman whose grammar wins the cockles of the heart. These upon this backdrop, I hold tight to my heart to present to you the chairman for today's occasion, Mr. Gumbu Salu Gumbu.
Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, ministers, deputy ministers, officials of government present, the Chancellor of the University of Sierra Leone, the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Fourah Bay College, University of Sierra Leone, members of the University Senate present, deans, heads of departments, directors of institute, programs, and lecturers, students, distinguished guests. I want to stand on existing protocols and submit that I was hyperventilated with respect to how I was introduced. For an August occasion, very extraordinarily memorable, hosted at Fourah Bay College, the citadel of learning, the mental castration center, the Bujumbura of Western education. I am beyond joy, certainly because the personality in question is somebody whose character content and performance is well decorated. As chairman of this occasion, let me start to inform you all that Fourah Bay College has always been the hub where ideas are tested, leadership is always formulated, and the conscience of this nation, Sierra Leone, is shaping. Today, we continue that tradition by convening around a theme that is very important and touches the moral and legal fabric of our society. It reads, ending child marriage and promoting girls' education in Sierra Leone. Your Excellency, we are not here by accident. We are here because your scorecard speaks loudly enough to summon the oldest university in sub-Saharan Africa into a conversation. We also have knowledge that as the First Lady, you have successfully transformed that office into a national instrument of justice and hope. Her Excellency, in legal scholarship, we often say that leaders who embody jurisprudence in action, those actions are always translated into law from text and live reality. You've done precisely that, and we want to say thank you. Through the Hands of Our Girls initiative, you've moved Sierra Leone from silence to accountability, from ignorance to zero tolerance, and child marriage, sexual and gender-based violence, of course, your priorities. Your work resonates exactly with the legacy of world-renowned leaders across generations. The moral courage of Wangari Maathai, the relentless advocacy of Gracia Machel, the transformative statesmanship of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Yet, your voice remains traditionally reflective of a Sierra Leonean woman. It is the voice of a mother who has refused to let another girl's future be traded for traditional compromises. It's the voice of the First Lady who has made the protection of girls a matter of national security and national pride. The theme is not merely moral, it is legal and policy driven. Sierra Leone's child rights commitment is anchored in the Child Rights Act 2007 as amended, the Sexual Offences Act 2012 as amended 2019, and the Prohibition of the Child Marriage Act 2024. Regionally, we are bound by the African Charter on the Rights and Welfare of the Child and the Maputo Protocol. Internationally, Her Excellency, we are aware that we stand under the obligations of the Convention on the Rights of the Child and CEDAW. Your advocacy has given life to these frameworks. You have moved us from paper commitment to public accountability, from silence to action. Your advocacy has done what many statutes alone cannot do. It has shifted social norms, reminding us that law is not enough without leadership. Her Excellency, distinguished guests, I will conclude to say that today the SLPP student branch of Fourah Bay College stands ready to join you make history. Rooted in that same vision, they are concerned not only as party members, but as young Sierra Leoneans who understand that no nation rises higher than the education and safety of its daughters. Your Excellency, we look forward to your public lecture. We pledge that the ideas shared in this open air will not end on this campus. We want to submit that they will travel across the corridors of every society, every district, every village in Sierra Leone. Of course, I know very strongly that Fourah Bay College will always do the extraordinary. Many institutions or campuses have hosted him, but today will attract the attention of the global village. I want to guarantee you that. Madam First Lady, all present. Now let me plead with you who seated in the audience that I ask for all of us to sit tight, listen keenly, and engage fully. What will be shared here today will not be any other ceremonial address, because it will be Fourah Bay College speaking to the future of Sierra Leone. The ideas, data, and commitment that will emerge in the next hour will set the tone for the progress of this republic. And it will inform policy dialogue, community actions, and developmental strides. This is why this event will stand ahead of others, because it is grounded in scholarship driven by the youth and endorsed by the highest office of compassion in our land, the office of the First Lady. Thank you very much. At this point, as chairperson, I will now call on an entertainment team to at least quench our appetites and make us all relax, feel home, feel free. So before that, I want to join the rest of us again to congratulate you. I'm aware, like every other person, that you are a fan of Arsenal, and Arsenal just won the English Premier League. So, as I join the rest of us to congratulate you, I want to say, most respectfully, that the way you feel is the same way we have felt 20 times as Manchester United. Alright, so on this note, I now invite the FPC artist to display. FPC artist, please come forward and entertain the First Lady and everyone present.
Caution. Caution.
Madam First Lady, welcome to Fourah Bay College. Authorities, colleagues, we are the magical podium. We have this performance. We have two songs, and Madam First Lady will be waiting for this
moment. One of us composed a song. He has been trying to meet you, but I think this is the right time. And we are going to introduce Fourah Bay College to you as well, because we composed a song that described Fourah Bay College. Mr. DJ.
It's early with sun up, but you feel good. Fair to be.
Listen, are you ready? FBC or song? Watch, hands off. Here we left. Walk here, here we left. Hands off. Here we left. Small picking us so well. Hands off. Here we left. Walk here, here we left. Hands off. Here we left. Small picking us so well. Here we watch. Take we left for the air, corner smoke house, pizza, you left for the crib, you left big man go, you are touched by the grace, born to kill it for bars, you are touched by the share, take it, get you, and that's what I said, you go die. Now the mommy and the pie, you the guy, and the seven, who left, smart picking up so wet, smart picking up so wet. I'm not a alone now, boy, and what I said, you pull out the boss. You big man, you pull out the smart picking like a boss, see there, all you are cause. And who is so good, I said, we left there, because you are cause.
Okay. Can we please give them a thunderous hand of applause? Yes, that was done by FPC artists in honor of the First Lady of the Fourah Bay College. I now call on stage Lady Tatu to do a quick one, please. Then we can have the rest of the statements following. Lady Tatu, please.
We all for Joanna with Her Excellency Fatima Bio.
Put it down, put it down.
Definitely, we don't know a courtesy of the First Lady, Fatima Bio, song titled, Let Me End for Push, Gun Education, and Stop Early Marriage. It's the DJ Lady Tatu. Her Excellency Fatima Bio, for promote that child education and stop early marriage as a whole. Education and the kids and then they go school. Yeah, yeah. I'll pick it for now. I'll pick it for now. Education and the kids and then they go school. Yeah, yeah. I'll pick it for now. I'll pick it for now. Send them, let them go school. Let them go school. Send them, let them go school. I'll pick it for now. I'll pick it for now. Slam edition of the First Lady Fatima. Everything I'm talking about, God picking education. Belong to my go stand for the nation. My papa for you do that with me. No allow any tradition for that to be on. Thinking that you not see, they go be poor. They gonna go be in me, but you forget the ABC. Educate that child. You don't educate the nation. That child education. Right to animals. Education and the kids and then let them go school. Yeah, yeah. God pick it for life. God pick it for life. Education and the kids and then let them go school. Yeah, yeah. God pick it for life. God pick it for life.
And it's like money, it's like money. Got me give a big tip. It's like money. They in the box, they gon' play. Like money, get it for push. First lady, like it's time. First lady, get it for it. As the end of time money, they will also get it for the push. Dedication like key, better class. The silver and gold, you got get up, you will know beyond. The silver and gold, you got it by the gold. So we on the edge to get there. You got it by the gold. Stop for the magic, all for every mommy. Stop for the complete, all for Auntie Maggie. This is, yeah.
Education and the kids and then let them go school. Yeah, yeah. God pick it for life. God pick it for life. Education and the kids and then let them go school.
All right. That was an excellent performance by Lady Tatu. And of course, please, let's give her another hand of applause. It was not only sung, but there was a message, a very clear message that resonates with the field. Now we know the First Lady has ambassadors across all fields, and the message is flowing. So at this point, distinguished guests, it's my honor to invite on stage the voice of the next generation. He's the president of the SLPP Students Branch for the college. He's a bold, articulate, and fearless young leader who has turned student politics into a platform for policy, service, and advocacy. He speaks today, not for himself, but for thousands of students demanding a better future. Please join me welcome Vandi Mali Sharif, President of SLPP for the college.
The president that's coming, another president. Vandi Mali Sharif. The president that's coming, another president.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Salu Gombolango, the chairman for this occasion. Esquire. I think with too much ado, I may like to start. Of my statement that I have to make here today. The president for all African First Lady within the continent of Africa, the CEO of my devoted alma mater, Ebema. On behalf of the Sierra Leone People's Party, Fourah Bay College chapter, I extend you one greetings. Your presence at this historic institution founded in 1827 symbolize the training of Sierra Leone fresh leaders and readiness of current generation to serve. Your Excellency, we the students of the SLPP Fourah Bay College chapter honor you for your transforming the First Lady role in the symbol of hope for girls and women in Sierra Leone. Your advocacy for girls' education and the fight against child marriage, exemplified by the Hands Up for Girls initiative, has inspired many. Your demonstration empathy leadership serve as a mother, a mentor, and a model for our generation yet unborn. Your Excellency, while we celebrate the progress made, we humbly request that you use the good office to push for stricter enforcement of the law against child marriage, reintegration of support for adolescent mothers, equitable support for disabled, and expansion of scholarship schemes for the students of Fourah Bay College SLPP chapter. Your Excellency, in anticipation of better Sierra Leone through young people, we submit you for due consideration and establishment of a mentorship platform linking young female students with women leadership to enhance leadership skills on campus at Fourah Bay College. Furthermore, we seek assistance in fostering youth entrepreneurship by connecting students with resources, skills, and jobs for economic independence. The SLPP has always been the party of the people, for the people, and by the people. We therefore call for increased representation of youth and women in the SLPP party structure and symbol of allocation ahead of the 2028 election. Your Excellency, Fourah Bay College will be able to celebrate 200 years in 2027. We, the students, are therefore most requesting that consideration be given to building the name and academic or student facility in your honor. A First Lady Fatima Maada Bio Education and Leadership Center that will serve as a symbol for us all in this university. Finally, My Excellency, my mother, We invite you to strengthen the partnership between your good office and the SLPP Fourah Bay College chapter to increase the visibility of the SLPP students on campus here at Fourah Bay College. Thank you for your support in advocating for our sisters. May God bless you. May God bless your husband, His Excellency Brigadier General Retired Dr. Julius Maada Bio, and your family at large. I am Vandi Malishe, President of the Fourah Bay College SLPP chapter. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Please, I think the president deserves a better appreciation. Please, let's clap for him. When leaders who believe in performance speak, they are brief, precise, succinct, and very direct. That was what Vandi demonstrated here on stage. Highlights of his message, of course, captured by the listening mother, the First Lady, echoes request for capacity, scholarship for students, and as well in honor of your very name. Fourah Bay College celebrates the bicentennial 2027. So the students' boards say they want your name to continue echoing across all corners of Mount Fourah. So a building in your name marking that celebration will be a historic one. Thank you very much, Mr. Sheriff, for that message. Next, I now invite and present a scholar activist, a voice of reason within academia, and the anchor of intellectual engagement of the Sierra Leone People's Party lecturers, Fourah Bay College. The speaker is a man whose pen, whose podium and presence have consistently preached policy, politics, and the classroom. Please rise as we welcome the chairman of the SLPP FBC lecturers on stage to make a statement.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Chairman. Your Excellency, Madam First Lady of this Republic, Dr. Fatima Maada Bio, senior stewards of the Sierra Leone People's Party present here this afternoon, the Chancellor of the University of Sierra Leone, and other university authorities present here, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Andrew Bio, authorities and other representatives of the other constituent colleges present here, the leadership and SLPP students of this noble college and the national body, members of NUSA, colleagues, all, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from the National Union of SLPP Academics. Let me, on behalf of the National Chairman, NUSA, Dr. Alpheus Kuroma, who is unavoidably absent for today's occasion, convey warm felicitations from NUSA and welcome our indefatigable First Lady, Dr. Fatima Maada Bio, to Fourah Bay College, the Mountain of Hope. Madam First Lady, Madam First Lady and all present here today, permit me on this auspicious occasion to take you through a brief history of the National Union of SLPP Academics. This organ of the Sierra Leone People's Party comprises the academic staff, administrative staff, intermediate and junior staff of all tertiary academic institutions in Sierra Leone. NUSA was established in 2017 on the soil of the then Lady Her College of Education and Technology, and it has operated effectively over the period, pushing the interests of the SLPP, and has effectively and actively participated in all elections across the country. As an organization, we are very proud of our forward-looking and hard-working First Lady,
Dr. Fatima Maada Bio for all she is doing to push the agenda of women in our country and for bringing laurels to our country and to Africa at large. Her Hands Off Our Girls campaign is one of the success stories of our endeavor and the government of our husband, our president, Brigadier Retired Dr. Julius Maada Bio. This campaign can be best quantified through measurable legal reforms in the country, improved institutional response to sexual and gender-based violence, and the increased rate of female education and empowerment in Sierra Leone. Out of the endeavor of our very first lady, Dr. Fatima Maada Bio, there is now an increase in penalties for rape and child rape convictions enforced by the Sexual Offences Act of 2019. There has been fast-track special courts for rape cases that has reduced the procedures of sexual violence trials to just about 1 week. Some 40 specialized medical doctors have been trained to treat rape victims and provide expert court testimonies. Free sanitary pads distribution across Sierra Leone, and especially to girls in government-assisted schools. The increased retention rate of about 69% of females in schools and the drastic reduction of early marriages in this country can be attributed to efforts to our efforts across Sierra Leone. The campaign has also successfully broken the culture of stigma of silence. Women and girls are now more empowered to speak out, and they now have faith in the legal system in this regard. Our advocacy initiatives for female empowerment directly laid the groundwork foundation for national legislation such as the Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Act and the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act. Also, her campaign has inspired the government to construct and equip health facilities specifically designed to house and provide psychosocial counseling and support to victims and survivors of SGBV. These are no means achievements considering Sierra Leone's socio-economic and political trajectory of recent years. In light of the above, we are of the fervent hope that the Ebema B matrix has the tendency to deliver this nation and take it to another level. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, Ebema B is the only way out, the only way forward, and the only way through. Thank you, Madam First Lady, for this visit, and thanks to you all for your attention. God bless Musa, God bless Ebema B, and God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Augustine Gamo, who spoke. Very representative enough of the president who is unavoidably absent. All right, that was a clear message from the lecturers at Fourah Bay College, University of Sierra Leone, SLPP. This is a moment as students, lecturers, and members of the Fourah Bay College community will always look forward to. It is my privilege to introduce the Chief Steward and Grand Architect steering Fourah Bay College into its bicentennial era, with academic renewal and institutional pride. A visionary leader, student-centered, reform-minded, administratively astute, results-driven, and a champion of academic excellence. A leader who believes that no university rises higher than the opportunities it creates for its students and staff. A leader who balances academic rigor with administrative efficiency, guiding the anthems of West Africa with steady hands and ensuring that it remains competitive, relevant, and responsive to national needs. He is a bridge behind and between tradition and innovation. distinguished guests and audience, join me welcome the father of the campus, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Andrew Bio.
Her Excellency Dr. Fatima Maada Bio, ministers, members of parliament present, the Chancellor of the University of Sierra Leone, members of the academic staff, deans, heads of departments, students, members of the Fourah Bay College community. Mine is a statement of acknowledgement and appreciation in recognition of Her Excellency Dr. Fatima Maada Bio. On behalf of the Fourah Bay College community, and in my capacity as Deputy Vice Chancellor, I rise to acknowledge with profound respect and admiration the exceptional national and international contributions of Her Excellency Dr. Fatima Maada Bio. In a nation healing from the wounds of civil war, epidemic diseases, and systemic vulnerabilities, Dr. Fatima Maada Bio has emerged not only as a mere First Lady, but as a transformative force, a passionate leader whose voice has become a shield for the voiceless and a sword against injustice. Nationally, our legacy is already etched into the moral fabric of Sierra Leone. Through the landmark Hands Off Our Gas campaign, His Excellency has led an unrelenting war against child marriage, rape, domestic violence, and the silent suffering of gas across our nation. She has transformed advocacy into action, turning presidential proclamation into lived protections for thousands of young Sierra Leonean women. Where once there was silence, she has given voice. Where once there was shame, she has given strength. Where once there was despair, she has given hope. Her work in healthcare development has extended the reach of maternal and child health services, ensuring that no woman dies giving life because she is poor or marginalized. Her commitment to girl child education has opened doors that were once bolted shut by traditions and poverty. Her unwavering stance on social justice has reminded us that leadership is not about power, but it's about purpose. Internationally, Dr. Fatima Maada Bio has carried the dignity of Sierra Leone to the global stage. She has spoken at United Nations, the African Union, and international forums with a moral clarity that commands attention. She has positioned Sierra Leone not as a nation of tragedy, but as a nation of triumph, a country that transformed its darkest experiences into beacons of progress. Her advocacy has inspired policies shaped beyond our borders, influencing regional and global frameworks on child protection, gender-based violence, and women's empowerment. The international recognition she has garnered is not merely personal honor, it is Sierra Leone's honor. Every award, every invitation, every standing ovation at the global forum reflect back on every Sierra Leonean girl who can now dream without fear, every mother who can now speak without trembling, every community that can now understand that abuse of a child is an attack on our collective humanity. What distinguishes Her Excellency is not simply what she has done, but how she has done it. She leads with compassion in a world that often rewards hardness. She listens in an environment that often prefers declaration over dialogue. She walks among people and not above them. The large crowds, the spontaneous celebrations, the tears of gratitude that greet her public appearances, they are not manufactured political theater. They are authentic response of the people who have recognized in Dr. Fatima Maada Bio a leader who genuinely loves them and serves them. As we look forward in the future towards 2028 and beyond, one thing is certain. Leadership of this caliber is not manufactured by political machinery. It is forged in the crucible of sacrifice, tested in the trenches of service, and ultimately, as the people like Brother Amin rightly say, ordained by God. Dr. Fatima Bio has been prepared for this moment, and Sierra Leone is better for it. The Fourah Bay College community and I, as Deputy Vice Chancellor, salute her. We thank her, and we stand with her in the continued work of building a Sierra Leone where every child is safe, where every girl is empowered, and where every citizen can dream without limit. As we forge towards our 200 years of existence, we want to position this institution so that it can be transformative and very competitive. It is in that context that we ask the First Lady to bring the charisma and dynamism she has brought to the office of First Lady to help us garner resources which will now help up to provide the services that we position our college in a very competitive posture. Again, in that same context, we'll be appealing to the government of Sierra Leone to declare the bicentenary celebration as a national event that will enable the institution to garner resources and provide the services that will make it competitive. God bless Her Excellency Dr. Fatima Bio. God bless the women and children of Sierra Leone. And God bless Sierra Leone. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Students and members of the Fourah Bay College community, I think it will be a disservice if we fail to double that clap or turn those hands for the professor, a resourceful administrator. Thank you very much, Prof. And we appreciate you. The message was clear, as the First Lady did take note of all the key lines. Distinguished guests, we are honored by the presence of the ceremonial head and moral compass of the University of Sierra Leone. The Chancellor of the University of Sierra Leone, as a stateswoman at the additional block and a voice across all the corners of Sierra Leone. The Chancellor of the University of Sierra Leone has a name synonymous with service, scholarship, and national unity. She embodies the dignity and gravitas of an institution that has shaped West Africa for many years. Let us welcome the Chancellor, Paramount Chief, Dr. Margaret Maada Bio.
Good afternoon all. Your Excellency, Dr. Fatima Maada Bio, First Lady of the University, First Lady of Sierra Leone, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, here all present, members of the Fourah Bay College family, we are all gathered here. I'm happy to welcome you, Madam First Lady, to this gathering. You have set a pace in this nation which is going to be very difficult for women in positions to challenge or to even cover. Your Excellency, your scorecard speaks volumes. When you started the campaign for Hands Off Our Girls, I remember you went to almost every region in this nation. You campaigned so well. You brought on board each and every member that mattered to ensure that the whole campaign succeeds. And indeed, it's been a big success. Hands Off Our Girls is a sentence that you can hear in almost any village in this country because of your contribution. Your transformative role as a First Lady is exemplary. First Ladies, we've had quite a few, but none of them took the position which you have taken to ensure that in governance, you gave your husband the support he needed. And not just the support, but you ensure that by yourself, you have made a mark in this nation that is going to be a mark forever. It is indelible. Because when you hear Fatima Bio, you hear what she has done for the nation. Not just the nation, but you targeted the downtrodden, meaning the women, the girls. And you are so supportive, you have been so supportive in ensuring that the gender acts have been passed, and those acts have given the women and girls a position in this country which they would have never got without your contribution. We are very grateful for what you have done for this nation. Your name is a household name, not just because you are First Lady, but because of what you have done. In academia, I remember I visited you in your office one time, and what were you doing? You were trying to get some paper, to write a paper, or you said you are getting ready for your exams or something in health, because you had done something in other areas. Now you wanted to focus on health. We are going to remain respecting you, appreciating you for everything you have done in this nation. There is nothing you have targeted or manifested an interest in that you have not seen it to a successful conclusion. And we, as a nation, as a university, we know you are going to support us. You are going to be with us. And we beg and appeal to you to ensure that the University of Sierra Leone is given the place it deserves in the bicentenary that we are anticipating next year. The Gender Acts speaks for themselves. All the acts that we have got, sexual violence, early marriage, we thought it was not possible. But right as a traditional leader in my village, when people meet and first thing they say, hey, the paramount chief is here and you know she is very close to the First Lady. Don't come and give me any trouble by bringing early marriage situations. So it has gone down to the last village in this country. And I'm sure with that kind of situation, we are going to forge ahead. It means those who are left behind are now going to come forward. Girls are now more interested in education. And the more we get girls in education, the more we are bound to succeed as a nation. We are more than 50-something%, and for a long time, women have been relegated to the background, to the kitchen. Not that we are against being cooks. We can still cook, but then we want also to be visible in areas where we can contribute meaningfully to society. As Chancellor of the University of Sierra Leone, I implore you to give us any support you could to ensure that our 200 years is laudable. Everybody will see what we have done, and it will be a huge success. And on that note, I've been charged to present you with a token, which I pray you are going to use, and His Excellency the President will also use it. And if you can get a TikTok clip with you wearing this, you will have put our Vice Exam celebration on the map. And I'm sure we are going to get what we need in this nation. Thank you very much for all what you have done, and we are ready to give you all the support you need to forge ahead. I thank you very much.
The Chancellor is the traditional leader, the paramount chief. Can you please continue to celebrate her as she proceeds to her seat? Her voice and message, of course, outstandingly suggested that indeed we are all assembled here today for a voice of a woman. And thankfully, the university is fortunate to have a woman as our Chancellor. What a positive coincidence. Thank you, PC. At this point, let me invite on stage somebody to do a poem before we get the melancholious and thrilling voice, very captivating, succulent, and highly educational voice of the First Lady. At this point, I invite Lovetta Fino on stage, along with Tapsi Fofana. You will be given 2 minutes each, so the message, of course, can align. Tapsi, wherever you are coming.
In the hearts of Sierra Leone, a silent cry still echoes today. Too many young girls lost their dream and forced into marriage before 16. They cried in pain, bound by culture every chain. For what is child marriage if not the theft of becoming, the silencing of potential, the interruption of destiny before it begins? And listen this, a girl child is not a wife. She is not a transaction to settle poverty, but a sacrifice offered at the expense of her humanity. And society replaced her future with responsibility she was never prepared to bear. So let the bell ring for the girls at their desks, breaking the chain of tradition itself. Let the law stand firm. Let the elders decree that every young girl is born to be free. Let every village, every home, every city, every community become a place where girls are protected, valued, and heard. So in the warmth of the sun and the morning embrace, give her the pen and let education take place. Let her rise strong and free to become all she was meant to be. A doctor, a lawyer, a leader, a first lady, or a queen, changing the world from within. And remember, for every girl forced into early marriage, a teacher is lost, a president is silent, a doctor disappears, and a generation pays the cost. So give the pen to the girls and they will write policy. Give her a chance and she will become president and leader of this nation, which fear they will never have. Give her a chance and she will stand in places where history once denied her name. Let her sit in parliament where decisions shape the land. Let her become president. Let her speak with wisdom. Let her speak not in whisper, but with strength of command. As a defender of dignity, a voice for justice, and a force capable of transforming the nation like our First Lady. Thank you, Mama, for supporting girls, for the answer for the girls, which restore dignity, protection, and security to the girls. Thank you, Mama, for everything. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Please put your hands for Lovetta. Put your hands for Lovetta. The moment she has been bringing. The moment indeed that every young woman will want to have. Lovetta now embraces the first lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Say tears of joy and she romances with the figure of the land. Now taxi to Fadden, please.
The name that learned to sing. When I hear Fatima, a renaissance, the daughter of the noble prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, of a name wrapped in light, a river that survived centuries of prayer. When I hear Jabi, I hear the hoofbeats of Madinka ancestors, the griot surviving history in the beads of the Korah, the old empires rising from dust and gold. When I hear Mother, I hear the grandfather strength of the Mendes sword, the forest that taught warriors to stand like squatting trees before storms. But one day, just one day, one unforgettable day, the birds hoover the name across the sky, the rainbow colored it, the stars spin it against the forehead of the night. The thunder sang it like drums and birds of kingdom, and the leaves cascaded softly, writing phonetically before the mouth of the wind. Dr. Fatima Maada Bio. A name not merely spoken, but ordained before time learned its first language. Fatima, you are the table where broken daughters Satan suddenly remembered their names. You are the lamp burning in corridors of silence, the voice wrapped in thunder, the velvet stone that walked into history and took fear out to me. Hands of our girls was never merely a slogan, it became a spear of fire hurled in the chest of injustice, and every saloon titi became Fatima in Pekin. An African landing from the hills of Sierra Leone to the chambers of the world, the words travel like drums crossing midnight forest. A woman rooted in African culture, modesty wrapped around you like sunrise hugging the mountains. Fatima, mother of the nation, first lady with a human heartbeat. Your smile, Fatima, your smile, it is the first rain after drought, the soft opening of the dawn of our villages that have survived from century. A smile that calms the sun, warm hearts, and make hope possible again. You wear joy, the way the moon wears light. Cheerful, resilient, yet fierce enough to make president pause. Kings consider, chambers fall silent, and parliament listen. You are the elegant sharpened into purpose. Fatima, They say they did not see you coming, but your ancestors had already signed your arrival.
Thank you.
As the words of the destiny before man.
Thank you.
And today you are not merely a first lady of a nation that once tasted war. You are the first lady and the president of an organization of African First Ladies for Development. Because of you, just now walk taller, holding your dreams like cascaded calabashes filled with tomorrow. You carried education like Holy Spirit. You held healing and held close to your chest as though
Yes, sir.
was never gone. And when you speak Fatima, Africa does not merely hear words. Africa hears a mother calling her children towards tomorrow. No matter how small a village is, the stone still remembers the village. And so shall history remember you, for your name will live long in the mouths of daughters yet unbound. Fatima Maada Bio. May history remember you not only as First Lady, but as the flame staked into African fabric that had beat beneath a continent of hope. For you were here. Fatima, you did not pass through history like smoke escaping the wind. You did not linger in silence while the world bled. You came here. You stood upright and amplified your name until even tomorrow learn how to pronounce it. Dr. Fatima Maada Bio. And the poetry that writes your history today shall become scripture in the mouth of poets yet unbound. Fatima, they say a dancer knows when to leave the stage. Upon these, I drop my pen and close my book, for I say, thank you, Fatima, Dr. Maada Bio, your poet, Muhammad Hussein Fufana, the Oracle.
Thank you, Oracle. Thank you. Indeed, what he has done for us is to present the First Lady in another version. And today we know that in that name, there are many, many virtues that Sierra Leone could hold. Thank you, and the singing point.
Right. This, of course, marks the expected focus. We are all assembled, silence, by the resilience, the halls, and the boundaries of Mount Oil, Fourah Bay College. Today, history meets momentum. We are about to hear from a woman who is a visionary, a compassionate, and results-oriented character, an advocate for girls' rights, safety, and education. She has successfully built a broad consensus around the importance of girls' education and protection, emphasizing that no nation thrives by sacrificing its daughters for tradition or compromises. Today is not just another lecture. Fourah Bay College, the anthems of West Africa, welcomes a leader who has turned compassion into continental policy, a national action into a global movement. We are here at the pinnacle, a citadel and now center of intellectualism, because history demands it. Distinguished audience, in February 2025 in Ethiopia's Addis Ababa, before the African Union, Her Excellency made history as the first Sierra Leonean First Lady ever elected president of the Organization of African First Ladies for Development, OAFLAD, for a term running 2025 to 2027. In this role, she now leads all of Africa's First Ladies in executing a unified strategy on health equity, gender-responsive policies, climate resilience, and economic empowerment. She is no longer speaking only for Sierra Leone. She is speaking for 54 nations, and the world is listening and attentively responding. Our speaker has been designated as a global champion for the prevention of sexual exploitation by the United Nations. It was her advocacy that drove the UN General Assembly to declare November 18 as the World Day for the prevention of and healing from child sexual exploitation, abuse, and violence. Please take note that a Sierra Leonean voice has etched a permanent date on the global calendar of human dignity. It did not stop there. Our speaker extends her influence further. Appointed by the UN Secretary General, she now serves on the UN Advisory Board on Zero Waste, linking sanitation and sustainability to economic growth. And in March 2026, she stood at the US Department of State in Washington, representing Africa at the Fostering a Future Together Global Coalition Summit, championing digital literacy, ethical AI governance, and social protection for vulnerable children. But before she conquered this global stage, she has a national TV. She has led the Hands Off Our Girls campaign to combat child marriage and gender-based violence. A campaign launched in 2018, and overnight, a silent crisis became a national emergency. Her campaign broke cultural barriers, forced public accountability, and delivered legislative impact that history will record as the tightening of sexual offences laws, the historic passing of the Prohibition of Early Child Marriage Bill into law in 2024, which made child marriage illegal across Sierra Leone. She did not stop at laws. She has built medical facilities. Yes, she spearheaded the 34 military hospital complex, a 100-bed ultramodern pediatric and maternity facility, and created Sierra Leone's first ever sexual assault referral center. From Kenima to Bujem, from Putloko to every district, she has activated surgical works, grassroots health upgrades, and community-led development through her Ebema ideology. She understands that protection of girls means empowering mothers. And so, in 2026, she launched the Table Banking Initiative through the Hands of Our Girls Foundation, giving market women access to flexible, low-interest capital so families stay stable and children stay in school. And the First Lady knows no girl lands on an empty stomach, and no girl studies in shame. That is why her office successfully distributed hundreds of thousands of free sanitary pads across Sierra Leone, ensuring that period poverty never steals another classroom moment or focus. Her Excellency is a mother of the nation whose empathy is only matched by her resolve. A consensus builder who has united chiefs, the clergy, politicians, and the youth behind one truth: a nation cannot rise while its daughters are held in chains. That's the message, and that's the truth. And there is no stage more fitting for this than Fourah Bay College. For 199 years, this institution has forged Africa's first generation lawyers, statesmen, and intellectual giants. Today, it receives a speaker who embodies that same legacy: bold, transformative, and relentlessly committed to justice. And yes, for her message today will be both a diagnosis and a blueprint. She will speak to why ending child marriage is inseparable from national development. Her education dismantles cycles of poverty and what each of us, students, scholars, politicians, policymakers, and citizens must do. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Let the joy in this spacious, dignified venue, frontage of the almighty Strassakin building and that of the magnitude Kennedy. Please join in welcoming a leader whose work speaks louder than titles, whose compassion moves mountains, and whose vision is shaping the future of the nation.
Free money, no sonko sonko. Free money, no sonko sonko.
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality.
The leadership and members of the Students' Union Government of FBC, the National Union of SLPP Academics, students of the great historic Fourah Bay College, other dignitaries that have joined us here today, honorable ministers, members of parliament, members of the Fourth Estate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all. Good afternoon. Because if you're not loud, I'm not going to talk over. As today is the World African Day, we all know today is the World African Day. I am both privileged and profound to stand before you today on this historic campus, which bears the name for the spread of knowledge and higher learning in sub-Saharan Africa. But I must tell you something honestly. This is not just another speech. This is not just another speech. I can tell you my forefathers have arrived. Just they used the wrong plane. Hello? You know, sometimes the demon, they travel in different places. I am both privileged and profound to stand before you today on this historical campus, which bears the name of the spread of knowledge and higher learning in sub-Saharan Africa. But I must tell you something, honestly, this is not just another speech for me. This is personal. Because over the years, I have sat with girls in remote villages, crowded classrooms, hospital wards, rescue homes, and community centers. I listened to girls who spoke I've also listened to girls who could barely speak at all because of fear had already stolen their confidence. And long after the cameras disappear, long after the ceremonies end, their stories remain with me. Their voices remain with me. Their dreams remain with me. That is why I am here today, not simply as the First Lady of Sierra Leone, and not only as President of OAFLAD, but as a mother, as an African woman, and as someone who believes deeply that every girl deserves the right to dream without fear. Because girls' voices deserve a microphone like I deserve a good microphone right now. Not a whisper. The reality we must confront. Ladies and gentlemen, let us begin with the truth. Child marriage is not culture. Child marriage is not tradition. Child marriage is not destiny. Child marriage is injustice and human rights abuse. And sometimes society becomes so accustomed to injustice and gross human rights violations that they stop questioning when they see injustice. But we must question it. A few years ago, I met a girl in Zambia by the name of Aminata. She was only 14 years old, bright eyes, sharp mind, confident smile. But her relatives had already arranged for her to be married to a man old enough to be her grandfather. When I asked her, "My daughter, what do you want to become?" she looked directly at me and said, "Mama, I want to become a lawyer so I can defend girls like me." I laughed and told her, "Well, my dear, you already sound like a lawyer, bold, stubborn, and ready to argue with everybody." The audience laughed. She laughed too. But behind that laughter was a pain. Because Aminata's story is not real. Across Africa, millions of girls are still being told, "Your dreams do not matter. Your education can wait. Your future belongs to someone else." And we must say clearly and courageously, "No, our future belongs to us." A girl is not a burden. A girl is not a transaction. A girl is not a problem to be solved through marriage. A girl is a potential. Child marriage steals that potential. It steals childhood, it steals their education, and it steals their health. It also steals their confidence, it steals their opportunities, and in too many cases, it even steals their life. As Malala Yousafzai said, we cannot all succeed when half of us are held behind. And indeed, no nation can truly rise while its girls are being pushed down. The cost of silence that we often ignore in our society For far too long, many societies treated these issues with silence. People would say, this is family business. This is tradition. This is how things have always been. But history teaches us something important. Silence never protects the vulnerable. Silence protects the system that harms them. And in Sierra Leone, we decided that silence was no longer acceptable. We choose courage over comfort. We choose action over excuses. That decisions gave birth to the hands of our gods. When we choose action over excuses, then we have chosen wisely. And let me tell you something. Real change is not always comfortable. When you challenge harmful norms, some people become nervous because those very people are the bad people you are going to fight. Some become defensive and some become very angry. Sometimes we had to drag a few stubborn uncles and aunties along the journey. But as I always say, if you want to change a community, start with the people who talk the most. Because transformation begins when communities start having honest conversations. Sierra Leone's journey of change that the world admires and is learning from today. Today I am proud that Sierra Leone has taken bold steps. We strengthened laws protecting girls. We expanded advocacy. We work with chiefs, with teachers, with religious leaders, with parents and youth groups. We push for girls to return to school. We amplify education, conversation, and sexual and reproductive health. And slowly but powerfully, mindset began to change. Today, more girls are in school, more families are rejecting child marriage, more communities are speaking openly about gender-based violences, and more girls are finding their voices and using them boldly. Ladies and gentlemen, progress may sometimes feel slow, but never underestimate the power of consistent actions. A seed does not become a tree overnight, yet every great tree begins with one seed. Now let me say something that I believe with all my heart. Education is the greatest equalizer humanity has ever created. Education is not simply about classrooms, uniforms, lectures, or examinations. Education is protection. Education is dignity. Education is freedom. I once met a young girl in Go by the name of Bendu who told me, when I am in school, nobody can force me to marry. That is the honest truth. Think about that statement. That statement alone is more powerful than any policy document we have in our offices today. Because education gives girls options. And when a girl has option, she has power. An educated girl marries later, she earns more income, she raises healthier children, she contributes to national development. She participates in leadership, she changes her community, and sometimes she changes history. As Kofi Annan said, knowledge is power, information is liberating. For girls' education, education becomes both shield and sword. Education is a shield against exploitation. Education is a sword against poverty and inequality. Allow me to share another story. In Kailao, I met a girl named Umba who escaped an arranged marriage by running barefoot from the bush to her aunt's house. Imagine that. A child running through darkness, frightened but determined because she believes her future matters. When I asked her why she ran, she answered, "I want to become a doctor. I cannot deliver babies when I am still a baby myself." That statement humbled me deeply because our girls understand the value of their dreams even when society does not. Our girls are not weak, they are not hopeless, and they are not helpless. The girls of Sierra Leone are warriors, but warriors should not have to fight alone. They deserve families that support them, communities that protect them, governments that invest in them, schools that nurture them, and they deserve leaders brave enough to stand beside them. Now let me say something important to the men and the boys here today. This conversation is not against you. Gender equality is not a war between men and women. It is a partnership. We need fathers who educate daughters with pride, brothers who defend their sisters with dignity, teachers who encourage girls' equality, traditional leaders who protect children, young men who reject violence and harmful stereotypes, because real masculinity is not about control. Real masculinity is about responsibility. And when men become allies, society transforms faster. So we are asking you, the men, to be our allies. We must also speak honestly about poverty. Sometimes families do not choose child marriage because they are poor. Sometimes they choose it because they feel trapped. When families are struggling to survive, marriage may appear to be an economic solution. That is why ending child marriage requires more than speeches. It requires societal protection. It requires opportunities for women and families, because when poverty decreases, child marriage decreases. And when girls stay in school, entire economy grows stronger. So investing in girls is not charity. It is smart national development. As president of OAFLAD, I am proud that African First Ladies across our continent are united around this mission. From East Africa to West Africa, from South Africa to North Africa, African women leaders are speaking with one voice. Protect the girl child, educate the girl child, empower the girl child, because Africa cannot achieve its full potential while millions of girls remain excluded. In Africa, if Africa wants prosperity, we must invest in girls. If Africa wants peace, we must invest in girls. If Africa wants innovation, leadership, and transformation, we must invest in girls. Because when Africa protects its girls, Africa protects its future. Ladies and gentlemen, the work is not finished, not yet. We must continue transforming mindsets, not just policies. We must build safe schools where girls can learn without fear. We must improve access to healthcare and reproductive education. We must strengthen laws and enforce them consistently. We must support survivors. We must invest in rural communities, and we must continue listening to young people themselves. Because the solution we seek are often already sitting in our classrooms. And yes, we must keep our sense of humor too. Because changing culture is a difficult work. Sometimes progress comes one conversation at a time, one family at a time, one village at a time, and if you do not laugh occasionally during this difficult work, you may end up crying every day. Now let me imagine today a vision for Sierra Leone. Let us imagine a Sierra Leone where every girl completes secondary school. Imagine a Sierra Leone where no girl fear forced marriage, Imagine a Sierra Leone where classrooms are filled with future doctors, engineers, teachers, scientists, entrepreneurs, judges, ministers, and yes, even future presidents. Imagine villages where girls are celebrated not for early marriage, but for how far they have risen. This is not impossible. This is achievable. This is necessary, and this is urgent. As Maya Angelou said, when you know better, you do better. Today in Sierra Leone, we know better. So now we must do better. So every girl listening to me today, you matter, your voices matters, your education matters, your dreams do matter. Do not allow anyone to convince you that your future is too small. You are powerful, you are intelligent, and you are capable. And your future is worth fighting for. And to every parent, teacher, chiefs, policymakers, state leaders, development partners, and citizens, let us commit ourselves fully to ending child marriage and promoting girls' education. Not tomorrow, not next year, but now. Because when we protect girls, we protect the nation. When we educate our girls, we elevate our nation. And when we invest in girls, we transform our country, Sierra Leone. May history remember that this generation chooses courage over silence, justice over tradition, and opportunity over oppression. Before I take my seat, I have heard about all the wonderful things that Fourah Bay College intends to do. PC, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, of course my son Malik. I've had everything that you have done. And I should not forget the bravery of our Imam who also prayed for us. Listen to your requests. And I know, Madam PC, I did not come to Fourah Bay College, not by choice. It just happened that I did not come to Fourah Bay College. Well, guess what? It was Fourah Bay College who gave me a PhD. So, it is not a way of saying that I have to pay back to Fourah Bay College. But what I would want to suggest is to invite the leadership of Fourah Bay College so that we can sit and then we will plan. We will not only plan for you to have the greatest celebration of 2027 because I need somebody to upstage both school and convent. But I wanted us to come together and position our university as the Athens of Africa that it is. And I want to say with all humility that I will be willing to work with you in making sure that celebration is not only echoed in but it should be echoed around the whole of West Africa and Africa at large. This university does not only change and program minds, but this university is the university that Sierra Leone should be proud of any day, any time. And I don't want to promise too much because I wanted to say, because of that, I am also going to enroll myself in Fourah Bay College and become a student. and a lecturer. Now let me tell you something. I am a humble woman who, as you all know, as a journalist, I have my BA honors in the London College of Communication. As an actress, I have my BA honors in Roehampton Institution in London. And today I am a proud master's candidate who will receive her master's degree at the UCLA in Los Angeles, June 12th. For the last 2 years, that has been my economic and my educational journey. But what UCLA has offered me is to actually take the Hands Up Our Girls not as a campaign, but as a transformative advocacy and a health challenge, not just for Africa, but for the entire world. So that Hands Up Our Girls that we celebrate here will be researched upon at that university, and it will be the work of the First Lady of Sierra Leone. And I also want to say, the Columbia University also have me today as one of their advisory board members of child marriage. And I can tell you, one of the programs that myself and Hillary Clinton, who is one of the greatest female politicians the world has seen, we're working on focusing on youth with health. My sister, Fatima, who is now, she's no more in Harvard University, who did her research on youth with health and presented that research to me. And I believe that African women deserve better, and I have decided to also champion that. And that is a global research that we are working on, a research that will not only transform our women in Africa, but a research that will transform Black women globally. And that research also will have the name of the First Lady of Sierra Leone, Fatima Maada Bio. So what I'm asking of Fourah Bay College is that you have actually gave me a doctorate, a doctorate degree on humanity. And I'm now saying to you, I would rather have a doctorate degree as an academic person. I like free things, but I also appreciate when I have the knowledge, so that when I stand on this stage and speak, let me speak on that journey and say, I have a PhD from the Fourah Bay College. And I can assure you, I will not be a different student. I will be a normal student, like every other student. Normal. So now that we are going to celebrate 200 years, I will come back, my PC, I'll come back to you, TVC, and of course I know Professor Ia is not here. He was with me at ICAM. I'll come back to you people, and then together, let us choose who will be my supervisor. And we will start this journey as soon as possible. I can assure you, I'm a very brilliant student. But what would be nice, I have to be a student here before your 200 years, so that His Excellency the President will be our guest of honor. And then whatever we want, when we go and ask, I will not ask as the wife, I will ask as a student.
Thank you.
So everything else you have presented to me, I am going to look into it. But the one thing I will not leave this stage and not address is the issue of the mosque. I'm a Muslim. fervent one at that. And I want to know how far this mosque is. And then with that, I'll be able to give my contribution. But on this case, as you all know, I am not a politician. And I don't want to be a politician. I only want to be the woman that fixes all the issues that need to be fixed in this country. If the issue can be fixed, somebody must fix it. So you don't have to be a politician to fix the nation's problem. You just have to love your nation enough to know that if it can be fixed, we fix it. So together, let us fix whatever needs to be fixed in Fourah Bay College. For the mosque, I don't know who the imam is, but I want you to please, if you can, when I leave here, if you can reach my personal assistant, which I know Mandy will take you to now, and I'll give you people 500 million today. The mosque, and I hope that you'll be able to finish the mosque for you people. Now, with every other thing that you asked me to do, because I don't have the figure in front of me. Hello. Let me ask the leadership of Fourah Bay College, when we finish here, let us sit, even if it's just for 20 minutes, and let us have a proper timetable where we can sit. We will start the preparation of the celebration next year. We can ask people in this country, because we have a lot of good people in this country, and I will offer myself as your #1 fundraiser, and we will raise the money that we need. You for being here, taking time to be here today to listen to me. May God bless you all.
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash.
Out of it. So Dr. Walker will lead on a few questions. Will come forward and we'll hear the First Lady respond.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Indeed, I want to join you again to say it was an excellent public lecture. It epitomizes everything that you stand for and you have pursued as far as this country is concerned. I want to, at this stage, also tell you clearly, I'm not wooing you into sociology department. I'm head of department, sociology, social work. I want to say you are most welcome to do a PhD in an area will couch very well for you. It will not only be national, but equally international. Thank you. At this stage, we want to entertain questions. Please.
Thank you, Dr. Walker. Whilst he made that request, I saw my head of department at Faculty of Law, Mr. Rashid, Commissioner, laughing that there is no better faculty to have you do a course or a program than the Faculty of Law.
Thank you very much. That is the spirit at Fourah Bay College. And I will say, we are manufacturers of excellent PhDs. We are a record. Here at Fourah Bay College, we are the only department that produces a PhD every year. Thank you very much. We want to entertain the questions. please, let me entertain the very first question. Keep your question to the public lecture, please.
The ladies first.
Yes, give the mic.
Her Excellency, we want to applaud you for the great work you've been doing with regards the welfare of women, and especially, it's important to know that in 2023, while I was serving as the Minister of Health when we had the SUG then, I wrote a letter to your office and we wanted you to extend the free sanitary pad to the university, because we had students these days that come to university that are 14 years, 15 years, 16 and 17. And now that you're doing your public lecture and you've taken the opportunity to actually give the free sanitary pads to students, we want you as well to extend this initiative also to students of Fourah Bay College, as ladies actually said. And now to my question. I would like to ask, what will be your practical message to young women like myself in higher institutions who aspire to become future leaders or change makers in our society, but are held back by public fear, criticism, maybe of their past, what people would think, or how society will see them? Thank you.
Thank you. We want the next question. That is noted.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I am Ansumana Kone, one of the presidential aspirants for the Law Society for Bay College 2026. Madam First Lady, my question to you is this. Child marriage has actually affected the future of many young girls in our country, and it continues to affect their future. In your view, Madam First Lady, how can youth organizations, universities, and student bodies contribute to ending child marriage? And secondly, how best can you incorporate law students, because these are students who are familiar with the issues and the law? Remember, Fourah Bay College is the hub of law. And so therefore, Madam First Lady, how will you incorporate law students in your activities?
Thank you very much. We will allow Her Excellency to answer those two questions before we take other sets of questions.
Thank you very much. Let me start with the last question about youth organization and young people, how incorporate them in making sure the eradication of a child marriage is not just effective, but like that in Sierra Leone. Now, what I would say to young people is very simple thing. Person, every young person has a dream, and that dream we must keep alive. Now, in most cases, when people come to you and say, oh, how can I join your campaign? You know, most times there is a catch behind the question, because a lot of people think for us to do this campaign and for us to change mindsets, we have to give them money for them to go and do the job. I'll give you a simple example. When I targeted the paramount chiefs, that was for a purpose. Because I know that for the paramount chiefs to come on board means that Sierra Leone is on board. The paramount chiefs are the custodians of our traditional laws. Anything they agree with, the ordinary people, every one of us will know about it and we adhere to it. What we are fighting against right now is our own existence as people in Sierra Leone. So you do not wait for somebody to come and channel you first before you do. Because as the common says, what have you done for your country, not what you want your country to do for you. In terms of the law students in Fourah Bay College, I'm expecting that the law students from Fourah Bay College will put together some kind of intellectual idea as to how we can reach as many people. Because for me, I'm a grassroots person. And that's the reason why I always have problem with elites, because I don't even know how to live like an elite. So, and I always see lawyers as people who are elites. I'm sorry, it is the reality. But this is also something that people don't know about. Before I actually ventured into journalism, I actually started to study law for 2 years. And it was criminal law. My mother was so much against it that I thought she was going to die at. She always believed lawyers would defend criminals and then they will go free if they have committed a crime that they should be punished for. So I decided that, you know what, I've spent 2 years trying to do law and my mom is against it and I wanted her to be happy. I decided to move into journalism, which was a smooth transition for me. So, I think all the lawyers that are here, can I pick your brain and say to you, if you think there are things that we need to do different from what we are doing right now, put the proposal forward and we will work together as a team. Please. And for all young people, don't wait for me to come and knock at your door, because the fight is for you. You're fighting for your own existence, you're fighting for your own survival, and you're fighting. And when we talk about early marriage, yes, 90% of the time we're talking about young girls. But I also want Sierra Leoneans to know that we do have young boys who are also forced into early marriage. We do have them. We do have them. And I want to assure you, this is not just a conversation. Hello. I come from a tribe that does that. I'm a Mandinka person, so I know. And at the same time also, my Fourah brothers and sisters, they know what I am talking about. So they have young people, because if you now have a young guy, you know, at the age of 20, or maybe 18, 19, you now gave them a wife, but it is the father who feeds that wife. It is the mother who takes care of the wife. Even you, your own value will not be felt in the house, because you are only there to say, I am the husband, and exercise your right in having sex with that girl for free, which is child abuse anyway. So only take a wife when you know you are able to be a proper man. It is a man who marries a wife, not a child. And it is a girl who goes to school, and it is a woman who bears children. So if we can distinguish those differences, we will know that everybody in this nation should be a part of this campaign, even if you are not at the front, but that little contribution in your corner will make a difference. Now, my lady talked about the sanitary pad. I know you university girls, you are really trying to trap me in this. I'm trying to stay away from university pad issues, but you heard me say to IPAM, I will send them a pad. So Fourah Bay College is now demanding their own rightful pad. I will bring a pad, but it will be a one-off. It will be a one-off. And the reason why it will be a one-off, because we have more vulnerable young children who needs that pad more than all of you. Because you are now in university, and I know you might be capable of buying a sanitary pad for yourself, while we have a lot of young girls who, just because of sanitary pad, they might not go to school, and we are forcing them by using the pad so that they go to school, so that they don't miss out, so that they also can come to Fourah Bay College and be the woman that you are today. Now, with your question to say, I mean, women who wants to be a leader and change in society, what message would I give to them? It's simple. For any woman who wants to be a leader, first, change your mindset and be Fatima. Change your mindset. And when I say change your mindset, you are not in competition with anybody. You are in competition with yourself. So every morning when you wake up, you say to yourself, I want to be better than yesterday. And then continue to grow from that point. And always take no for an answer. Don't take no for an answer. You know, no is one of the English words that I don't have in my dictionary. Because I've crossed out no for a very long time. The only no I have or I use is the no I give to the girls of this country to say no to men who wants to abuse them. Don't allow anybody to determine your future for you, and don't allow anybody to micromanage your dreams for you. Because your dreams is yours alone, your future is yours alone, and when you become successful, that same person who wanted to kill your dream will be the one that will be standing next to you and be cheering you up. But they will forget that they're the one who wanted to kill your dream. So please, young women, if you have what it takes, take the stage, own the stage, sit at the table, contribute intellectually. Your body, but with your mind, and make sure the men that you speak to understand that you are an equal to them, not through, you know, there's so many talk about, you know, what happened to young women, especially when they go around educational institutions. And I'm saying to you, your body is not the constitution. No one is going to rewrite your body because your body is yours alone. A constitution is what you can take and then decide to change word and change date and change something. Your body is yours alone. Do not use your body for anyone's pleasure. Use your mind and have your dream and focus on your dream and be determined, be bold, be bright, and be confident to say it can be done, and I'll be part of that journey to do it.
Thank you very much. To young ladies, live your dream. To lawyers, forge your academic papers, put them together, and let us do something different. To be a leader, be like Her Excellency Fatima Bio. We ask the next 2 questions, and those are going to be the final questions.
Okay. Now we need only 2 questions because Her Excellency is a little bit tired now.
Madam First Lady, let me seize this opportunity to say thank you for this thought-provoking lecture, and also to recognize your immeasurable contribution in promoting the welfare of girls and women, not only in Sierra Leone, but across Africa. Madam First Lady, I have 2 things to bring to your attention. One is an appeal, the other one is a question. Madam First Lady, a month from now, the office of the DIR and that of the administration would pull a notice, request the students to pay their tuition fees. If not, they will not be allowed to write the exams. Madam First Lady.
All right, let's speak. Can we listen, please, so we get the message? Please listen.
As I speak, it is sad to inform you that even the president for this SMPP chapter has not paid his fees. In lieu of that the first
Hello,
lady.
hello, please. Can you avoid the specifics? Submit your concern, please.
In lieu of that, Madam First Lady, I am requesting and humbly appealing to you that you pay tuition fees for 30 students from the SLPP chapter, and also,
hello. Can you please conclude? Can you conclude, please?
Please, young man, ask the next question. Ask the next question, please.
All right. The question now is, despite the progress made in promoting girls' education in Sierra Leone, many young girls still drop out of school due to poverty and early marriage. What additional practical measures can be introduced to ensure that girls, especially in rural communities, remain in school? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let me answer my brother before I lost my mojo right now. First of all, the president of the SMPP Students' Union's fee has not been paid because he still have not produced the correct papers to me.
President, you need to work hard.
If you don't give me the right papers, I will not pay your fee because I have to be sure that I am paying a university, not an individual.
Thank you.
He knows that. Two, already in Fourah Bay College, I am paying nothing less than 100 student fee, which I've already paid. But just because I don't make noise about it, but if you want, I can produce those receipts for you. It is not a scholarship for SLPP, it's a scholarship for Sierra Leone students. And I have, through my foundation, I've already paid for at least 100 students that are within the University of Sierra Leone. A total of 300 students I have paid for this year. So if you are pleading, you are now pleading just for extras. And in those extras, everything in life, there is time frame. Everybody know that my foundation do give scholarship, including Manley himself. And Fourah Bay College should have applied long time ago. That's called leadership. I'm not doing their job for them. Manley should have done his job properly. So, let me not say I can pay for the number of students because it is an institution. The foundation is not me, it's an institution. I'll go back to the foundation and ask if they have any spare they can spare for Fourah Bay College, and we'll take it from there. But I want you to go to your records and look for in fact, every fee we pay through the foundation, and look for the Hands of a Girls account. You will see nothing less than 100 students from Fourah Bay College. Okay? So put your list together. And please don't bring me SLPP students alone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now put the 30 together with their papers. When I say papers, it has to be a letter from the college, the bank accounts from the college, and then we will now talk. Okay? For now, I have nothing to say until you do your own homework. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Young man.
You asked me a question, right? You asked about poverty, you know, many young girls still drop out of school because of poverty. His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio purposely introduced the free quality education for girls like that. I want to assure you, my brother, when I was going to school, I did not have that opportunity. And two, also, imagine if all the poor girls in India, the world's most populated country, decide to drop out of school. Imagine what will happen to India just because of poverty. Poverty should not be a reason for anyone to drop out of school, especially when they've given you a second chance by paying your fee for you free of charge. So that will be an excuse in this country today because the free quality education still stands. Now you said many girls, they drop out of school because of early marriage. Until you show me the data of those girls that drop out of school because of early marriage, I want to say to you, that is not the truth, sir. For any girl today who is wise enough, who had followed the campaign, who had followed Hands of a Girls the last 8 years, knows that no one should force them into marriage. As recent as last week, a pervert married off a young girl, which I believe you all saw on social media, married off a young girl. And then, as God may have it, he posted his own picture on social media. All of them had been arrested because the government is working. So unless you give me a proper data that shows that young girls are dropping out of school because of early marriage, I think you need to do research more. Thank you. And I'll wait for your documents. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Please, young man, the benevolent spirits of Mount Oreb smiled on you. But please, I also join Her Excellency to say, today in Sierra Leone, this word, data speaks. Please. We take the next question. Just one more.
Oh, can it? I think they say female. So we are now looking for a woman.
Dominic.
Hello, Pamela Kaikai, mother of the nation. With your good works, uncountable. One will wonder whether you have any intention or you have any passion to run for the presidency.
Okay, so then Fourah Bay College, you know, said don't join. Hello. Hello. Now, Fourah Bay College, this is where brains are nurtured. Intellectuals come out of this place to change the world, and I know there's been brilliant minds that have walked through the corridors of this great institution today. And because of that, Pamela, I would have loved to answer your question. But let me say something. Presidency is not a title. Presidency is a service. And service is one that you can give when you are called upon. Believe you me, if God call upon me, no one can stop me. So, let me say, all I am doing right now is to serve my nation diligently, because for me right now, title does not matter. Service matters, and I just want to serve. When that calling comes, even you yourself, you will know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's good.
Thank you very much. Please, let's understand. For now, it is service. When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it.
Cross it.
All right. Can we please have decorum? It is documented in the history books that one only appreciates performance, excellence, and service by way of recognition. On that note, I am pleased to invite on stage Mr. Fatima Sharif, Rita Wright, and Ruth Pamela Kaikai in order to give a gift to Her Excellency in appreciation of her effort for the transformative advocacy across the world. And as such, for your brilliance with respect to education, making its protection, dignity, and privilege in your words. Please join me as they come forward to decorate Sierra Leone's conscience keeper to the first gentleman, Her Excellency
Hello.
Dr. Fatima Maada Bio.
Now mama be this, we now get another one. You know, sabi this one, now mama be this, we now get another one. Now mama be this, Now, first lady, welcome. We are calling on the members of the executive, please.
Executive members, please come forward and be fast. All right, so while we entertain this, the gift, can we have the audio done by Janet Ziza to be aired by the DJ, please? The audio, there is an audio done by Janet. Can that be heard whilst the executive presents the gift to the First Lady?
One girl child from Kainam once said, "Parts were too expensive and some of us did not even understand how to use them." For many girls, that simple statement is not just a personal story. It is the reality of menstrual poverty. Across Sierra Leone, menstruation has kept too many young girls away from the classroom. Reports from UNESCO and education stakeholders show that many adolescent girls miss school because they cannot afford sanitary products and hygiene facilities to manage their periods with dignity.
Well, my pieces have gone dangerous before, where the seen menstrual because that's something if you not use anything, it will come out.
Thank you very much. Can we please put hands together for? All right, so we've just been told that there are certificates to be awarded to deserving persons who have in diverse ways supported the branch during the course of their work.
Hello, we are kindly.
The first awardee is the DVC, Professor Andrew Bio, and that will be given by Her Excellency the First Lady. Next, we have is Dr. Patrick Hindolo Hibona Walker. The next we have is Madame Memuna de Soare. Please, when you hear your name, walk forward quickly so we can be fast. Next we have is Mr. Minkailo Saman, former Vice President of the branch. The next we have is Mr. Sam Fatoma, one of the absence, yes. Abdul-Din Sharif, Mr. Abdul-Din Sharif. Can you please walk forward quickly? Yes, the mass communicator works. Because you see, his steps demonstrate that he's the leader. We go to Aaron Safa Abdullah. Next, Idrissa Kago. Anthony Van de Cisse. Emmanuel Safa Abdullah, Doctor. Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullah. Next, Magdof Jusu. Magdof Jusu is in the bracket of the leading aspirants to serve in Sierra Leone's next assemblage of members of parliament. All right. Can we have next on stage the youngest ambassador, Ambassador Uri. Okay, I think yes. Can we have the ADVC to do the presentation? So, Mr. Uri. Wait. Yes, the ADVC too. Amara, thank you. All right. So, at this point, at this juncture, we now have the Fourah Bay College administration to give or present their gift to Her Excellency the President. Professor Andrew Bio and team. You invite.
That is the Chief himself, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, the ADVC, the SAFO, the ADVC 1, presenting
Madam First Lady,
gifts.
Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate your visit and your service to the nation. We present to you a token of memorabilia of both the university and the college to mark your visit. Thank you so much.
We now want to call on the deans, if you are down there, to please come quickly to have a snapshot with the First Lady. Please, let's do it quickly.
Heads, follow quickly. And we want to call on the Chancellor to please come up.
No, you go behind. You know say it's all. No, not it's all. About the space.
And that is the Chancellor of the University of Sierra Leone. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, the DVC, you are still wanted on stage. Please.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think there is one we cannot resort to having it last. Not the least, but one of the most important. In our present, we have Honorable Patrick Michael Sinjibrila, who we now work forward to get his certificate, and the Honorable Patrick Michael Sinjibrila is Sierra Leone's Deputy Minister of Youth Affairs. If not the youngest, one of the youngest. The youngest. Good. Can we have the executive to have a snapshot with Her Excellency as we now get to the climax of the occasion? Executive members, please be fast. All right, thank you, everyone. All right, so finally, all right, can we have NUSA, the National Union of LGBT Academics? Can you please come and have a photo? NUSA, please. NUSA, please. Let's be fast.
So you don't listen now. Here, come on. Here, come on.
All right.
Be fast. Be fast. Do it.
All right, thank you. It was Julius Caesar who once said that what touches us best must be last served. On this note, as chairman of this occasion, All right, so as chairman of this occasion, I now humbly request Her Excellency, having given every other person the privilege to have a photo, so the chairman to now request to have.
The chairman is a very special one. And the chairman works closely to Her Excellency. The chairman demands a photo when he deserves it. You see that special smile? He has never given that smile anywhere. I tell you, an occasion. Yeah. Thank you very much, Chairman. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you.
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, all present, to close this historic occasion, we call on a young and dynamic woman. A young and dynamic woman who embodies all right. A dynamic woman who embodies the very theme we celebrate today. Rita is intelligent, calculated, eloquent, and a living testament to why girls' education matters. She will bring this program to a close with a vote of thanks that captures the gratitude of every student in this space. Please join me, welcome Rita Wright as she gives the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Rita, for a brief pause. I want to say there is a young man here who captured the moment. The First Lady is celebrating a 22-year victory. 22 years, they never tasted anything. But honestly, it is a joy. And a young man is here to say he has the Arsenal t-shirt and the basketball cap for the First Lady. And I will call this young man, you cannot give, but you pass it through the protocol. And please, where is this young man? Please come up. Protocol, give the man there, please. Thank you, Rita.
Good afternoon once again, Madam President, Madam First Lady. Yes, I know you will be wondering. Good afternoon. We just want to say thank you for honoring our invitation. We really appreciate you, and we've learned a lot here. And we know that soon you will be joining us. And we look forward to having you here as a student, just like myself. I'm a student too. And the executive want to say thank you. Thank you and thank you. And we know that you'll always be part of us and we'll always be part of you. We are here to support you full time. Whenever you need us, just call us. We are here and we support you. We love you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Like I said, begin as you wish to continue. Continue as you wish to end. Whoever that does not want to end must not begin. But if you begin, you will continue to the end. We have gotten to closing moment. Ladies and gentlemen, please, the corner people, students, they say please come up quickly. And there is a lady here also yearning to meet. Yes. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. That's another lady. Yes. Please, let's have it orderly. Let's have it orderly. Let's have it orderly. Please, open up, please, open up. Now you have the St. Joseph people. St. Joseph, I tell you. Now you have the Tono Students Union. Yes. This is about where I come from. It is shown. Thank you very much. Tono. Thank you.
All right. Okay, please. Can we please? Yes, can you please do it quickly? All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, marking the end of this occasion is the exit. Please, let's. All right. All right. So, at this point, Her Excellency is excused, and we will make. Can we please be fast? All right. So now we cannot have individual photos. Let us.
Thank you very much. We'll now ask people, please. We are demanding that you go down. Please, we are demanding that you go.
Free money, no sonko sonko. 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 Free money, no sonko sonko.